What's up, guys? Your agent Tyler Wehrung here with Keller Williams, and today we're going to talk about title insurance. Just going to be a quick video on what it is, how it can help you, the cost, and what could happen if you don't do it. So with that, let's go. Alright guys, so I wanted to talk to you about this topic because I just had a client this week close on a home that almost didn't go through because we found out last minute about some unforeseen liens on the property that could have potentially derailed the whole transaction. So title insurance, what it is. So title insurance in general is just like any other insurance. It protects you in the case that something comes up with the title of the property. Now, most of the time, if you have a lender and you're buying the property with a mortgage, the lender is going to require a lender's title policy so that they're insured if anything comes up with the title. But typically at closing, you're offered a owner's policy. Most people will forego this and not purchase the owner's policy, but that removes any protection from you, the owner, if something does arise. So the lender's policy doesn't protect you at all, it only protects them as the lender. So what type of things typically come up? All right, these are things like unpaid taxes, an undocumented mortgage. So maybe there's a mortgage out there between two parties that's not formally documented so that when a title search is done, they don't find it. It could be any lien on the property that's not found during a preliminary title search. It could be any encumbrance on the property, so a neighbor that maybe builds a fence that's on your property line, and when they sell the house, the next neighbor tries to sue you because something's on the other side. Potentially a previous owner's heir thinks they should have some ownership interest in this property. Anything that could come up, this will cover you. So highly recommend that you do buy an owner's title policy when you're purchasing real estate. Guys, these policies are like 0.5% of the purchase price. So on a $100,000 house, we're talking $500, give or take. And so you're making such a big investment in buying the property. This is a one-time purchase. You purchase it at the closing table and it remains in place for the life or the tenure that you own this property. So I know sometimes at closing it feels like you're getting nickled and dimed by fees here and there, but this is one that I recommend that you go through with. And sometimes this can actually be paid for out of settlement costs. So if you're not bringing money to closing, it depends, but sometimes this can be paid out of these closing costs as well. So I highly recommend you consider it for the peace of mind alone. And I've seen more deals fall apart than I can count due to something coming up at the last minute. So don't let that be you. All right, guys, if you have any questions about title policies in general, probably do a Google search first because that's kind of the extent of my knowledge, but happy to help you find it if so. Hope this was helpful, guys. With that, Tyler Wehrung, Keller Williams. We'll catch you next time.